Hello and welcome back to our channel Limitless Luxury. On the first day of August 2020, Joe Burrow was signed by the Bengals as the team's quarterback. Initially, he had become very famous after his major breakout with LSU back in 2019. He later went ahead to become among the most popular sports personalities in the sports world. Owing to his success in the sports world, Joe happens to have achieved a very high social and financial profile, and how he spends his cash surprisingly is something a lot of his fans are curious to know. At the time that the player was being signed by the Bengals, he had a brilliant plan as to how he would spend the entire $36.1 million guaranteed deal he signed earlier that week. Burrow stated on Friday that he has no plans to spend any of the money he receives from the Bengals. He said that he would live off the money he earns from endorsement deals and reinvest all the funds he gets from his NFL compensations. Burrow stated, "I have no intention of wasting any contract money. I'm just going to live off the money from promotional endorsements and let it accumulate in my savings account." That was a sensible move. There are numerous sports stars who have earned huge amounts of money, if not millions of dollars, and then gone broke. As the first overall choice in the 2020 NFL Draft, he however had a rough start to his career with the Cincinnati Bengals, with his very initial season closing up earlier than expected due to an injury to his knee. But he is a champion in his own right, and he doesn't settle for anything else, as in his second season, he improved incredibly, which led the Bengals to their very first ever playoff success since the year 1990, and drawing a close to the season with the league's best rate of season completion. Also, Burrow was also the league's top quarterback snub for the Pro Bowl. He might have had a lot of victories at that NFL season after the comeback, but our Super Bowl winner, however, did not keep his promise, to be quite frank. As he said after he signed, he would spend all of his money on investments, but now he seems to be spending his hard-earned money on more beneficial material things. When asked in one of his interviews what he'll be spending his first check on, he goes ahead to say, on hiring a chef. This is because the NFL player says he makes very healthy eating choices, hence he would like a chef, because healthy food choices could sometimes prove to be quite boring. Okay, right now, do you know how expensive it is to hire a private chef? I mean, it could well cost him thousands of dollars. But as it seems, the NFL star's spending fever might have already kicked in despite his very huge and strong claim to the world last year. "I'm not a sushi guy, I'm a healthy eater, so whenever he or she can take that and make it taste good, I'm up for it," Burrow responded after being asked why he would hire a personal chef. It appears that Mr. Joe Burrow also likes to look good to some extent. At a certain interview, he shows up wearing some nice outfits and very good-looking and expensive chains. One interviewer asks him whether the chains are real, and, giggling, he goes ahead to say, "They're definitely real. I think I make too much money to have fake ones, so these are real. After all, maman." He does have a sense of humor. But could he have a strong reason for not keeping up with the promise that he made? Let's dig in a little deeper, shall we? What most people aren't aware of regarding Joe Burrow is that he grew up in a poor neighborhood. Because of this, he seems to resonate and relate with a lot of people struggling financially. He's seen donating some of his finances to charity works. Wow, I kind of was mad at him, but I love him. Wait a minute, who is this guy? At one very particular time, he is seen going back to his hometown with donations of food and supplies to some families. This act actually spoke volumes about the kind of person Mr. Burrow is. The above is just one of so many charity activities that he has been involved in. I think that we could probably take his head out of the spike, figuratively of course, by saying that even though he promised himself not to spend his NFL salary, the guy has definitely moved closer to God's heart through donations. Unlike most sports personalities, Burrows is not known for owning expensive luxury items. He is heard mostly talking about investment, charity, and such. A lot of the property he owns is private and unknown to many. However, that might not necessarily mean he does not necessarily purchase things or enjoy his life. Oh, wow! Apparently not so bad after all, and good to know. Let us know in the comment section what it is you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy such content, please click the like button and consider subscribing. See you on the next one, but until then, let's be charitable, guys, but be sure to start from home.